Why do people say single mother and the father literally picks their kid up every week? Like, people use the term single mother just because they don't have a man or they don't have a significant other. That's not the same thing. I always thought a single mother was someone who is taking care of that child by themselves. Like, they are a singular parent, not a mother who doesn't have a man. Now I'm just a single mother. Like, what? Am I wrong? Like, because I always thought single mother, there's no one else helping you out. The father isn't in the picture. That's what I thought of as single mother. Just like when I hear single father, I think that the mother isn't in the picture, not that you don't have a significant other.
What? Yo, listen, bro. The more that I hear people talk, the more I am confused on why we all get the exact same vote. Like, why our vote count the exact same. The more that I hear people talk, it's almost like I'm losing brain cells. So she's saying that she didn't know that being a single mother meant that you were single and a mother, but that as long as the father of the child is also participating in the child's life, even though he don't live with you, even though y'all don't have a relationship, even though you're not married, even though it's not a single stable household, that somehow, some way, that didn't mean that you were a single mother, that the qualifications for a single mother is if the guy was not participatory inside of the child's life at all. So basically, now what women are doing is they are changing the definition in the terms of what a single mother is. They're saying that, honestly, this is not the first video that I've seen, but this is the most recent one that you guys sent me inside of my email. Women are redefining the terms of single mother, and I believe that it's so that they can give themselves a better chance so that they don't have to label themselves as a single mother when it comes to the dating scene or having conversations with society at large. Now they can reclassify themselves and say, oh, no, 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 I'm not a single mother. And usually they're leaving it there. They're not giving you the full context to say, yes, I am single and I have a child. You're going to have to ask that question and figure it out for yourself now. What they're doing is they're saying that I'm not a single mother because the father actually participates in the child's life, which is wild to me. And now I just can't believe that y'all are so desperate that y'all changing the narratives on what a single mother is, and y'all are intentionally ignorant to this whole situation. I'm not going for it. For a group of people that say that they're the most educated, but obviously, I'm going to add the additional context to say that no, you're the most enrolled, the most in debt, and then also the most unemployed when it comes to getting evictions. You are the most at that top, at that top of the heap. You're also the most at getting foreclosed on, and you're the most at repossessions. But neither here nor there. But now they're playing ignorant. So, fellas, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to ask some additional questions. Are you a mother? And if she says yes, and are you single at the moment? And if she says yes, then you can combine it. Okay, so you're a single mother. And when she try to gaslight you and say, no, 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 I'm not a single mother. The father is participating in the life. Listen, never become a step crash dummy. Never become a step crash dummy. I know that that's going to be a hard pill for some of y'all to swallow, especially for some of you that's already knee deep in the shit. You already knee deep into a situation that you should have never been in the first place. You already got emotionally attached to a woman, and now you're going to find it difficult because you don't want to break up with her. And you don't want to be in a situation where she's trying to hold on, or she's going to play on your emotions, or now you've had a bond that you created with another man's child. I'm sorry, your future stepchild. I've seen so many comments on Instagram and several different videos that I've made where people come at me and they say, no, you're wrong, Anton, because my stepfather was a great man. If it wasn't for him, then I would have never been what it is that I am today. And then if I ever ask a question and I say, okay, well, where's your real father at? Oh, we got a relationship. Oh, okay, so you did seek out who you truly were, and you do want to bond because you truly want to find out who you are and where you came from, and you really do want to trace your lineage, and you really want to understand why you have some of the mannerisms that you have, because This guy decided that he wanted to come in and play another man save game. And most of the men that I've talked to, and over this long period of time that I've been a content creator, and all of the different conversations that I've had, whether it be coaching sessions or men on panels or guys that call in or whatever, and I don't do many call-ins anymore because it's no need. I've heard all of the stories and I've had many of the conversations, and I understand how this thing goes. From all of these guys, I ask them one question, and it's probably one of the most difficult questions that they have to answer. I just had a guy that emailed me the other day, probably 2 weeks ago. No, that was less than 2 weeks ago, probably about a week ago. He emailed me and he said he asked me to take a video down, and the video was from like 2 years ago. And I was taking phone calls, or I'm not phone calls, I was taking video calls, and he called up and I asked him, I said, listen, are you sure that you want to be on here? Because when I clip this up, it's going to be on the internet forever. And he said, yep. And then he actually started having conversations about how how he was dealing with his baby mom, or I'm sorry, his stepchildren or whatever. Let me revise that. He was having conversations about how he was a stepfather, but then at the same time, he was having trouble with his baby mama. And he recently emailed me the other day, and this is a video from 2 years ago. And he asked me to take the video down because the video started gaining traction again, and somebody that he knows seen it, aka the woman that he was dealing with, right? The woman that he had the kid with. But the question that I asked him, and this is the question that always gets guys every single time. The question that I asked him was this. I said, if you had to do it all over with the woman that you had children with, even though you love your children, and most guys will say, hey, man, listen, you know, I love my kids. It was the best thing that came out of a horrible situation where I had to go to family court and all of this type of shit, right? I said, if you had to do it all over and you had to either talk to your younger self or you rewind time and you had the option to do exactly what it is that you did again, but you can have those kids or those kids would never be born. And I ask guys to tell the honest to God truth, and they pause for a minute. Guess what they say? I would have never had them fucking kids. I would have never had them kids. And they get honest. They just get honest and they get real about it. And so when I see people that sit here and tell me on the flip side that they're willing to take care of another man's kids or finish another man's save game, it's crazy to me. And let me just give y'all a real understanding, ladies, for those of y'all that don't get it. All right. This is real. Number one, if you have a child and you are not living with, about to get married to, preferably married, but if you are not living with, about to get married to, and still in a relationship with the child's father, you are a single mother. It is what it is. I didn't tell you that it's anything that you need to be ashamed of. I don't necessarily care for it. I think that there are better ways for you to vet so that you can make an informed decision on who you need to be sleeping with, but that's just me. All right, that's number one. Number two, you can't remix it and change it into something. I thought that y'all was actually happy, prideful. I even seen a woman that said that the best thing that a woman can do is become a single mother. That's women empowerment. Did a review video on that. I'm sure some of y'all seen it. Probably did about 120,000 views. She said that. It is never the best situation for the child. If you are able to successfully co-parent, that is a blessing. But in an ideal environment, the child needs two parents and they have to be on the same one accord. And it's not trading them off on a weekend and they go spending that over here and spending that over there. No child wants to do that. They want both of their parents inside of the house, and they need a balance of masculinity and femininity. Go back with your motherfucking baby daddy. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all always giving credit to the content creator, regardless whether I agree or not. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.